Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. Today's video we will take a look at October content update. What's October content update? It's basically what we will be getting next month. It doesn't seem to be the most interesting month, but there are three events where they are actually worth the grind. There is one that you shouldn't be missing. Okay, so the featured Pokemon, we have Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny. Those three will be the new Dynamax one. So if you want Charizard, Charmander, make sure you get them as soon as possible before the next month, because in the next month we have those. And Zamazenta, which is as we expected because it always comes after Zacian. We have the new shiny. How does shiny Zamazenta look like? Shiny Zamazenta. Let's take a look at shiny Zamazenta. Oh, it's actually like a decent looking one. Ouch. Can we just get this one instead? The better one. Yeah, shiny Zamazenta is a cool one. Okay. This is for as far as like the featured Pokemon. What about the battle? This is the Dynamax. We have Phalanx as well. So if you didn't get a shiny, you might get a shiny Phalanx Dynamax version. I do think that this one is the only one that's worth the grinding for one simple reason, is that it's the only fighter Dynamax Pokemon we have. So if we ever get a steel one, well, if we get a steel one, we can just use a Charizard, right? If we get a rock, ice stuff, okay, we can still use, if it's rock, we can use Bulbasaur. If it's ice, well, to be fair, that's why you always do the starters, right? But Phalanx is kind of a high CP one from the beginning because it's going to be level 20, so you don't have to use any dust to power it up or to evolve it or any candy. So out of those three, I would actually do Phalanx. Those, try to do as many as you can. You know, it's like whenever you're outside walking, it takes like a minute, okay? And you don't need to spend money. It's just you get the MP, max power, or something, or whatever they call it, and you just do them. I don't think I will be... I think Grookey is worth doing because technically you could say it's a good raid attacker for grass, but Charizard is better here. And you could say that Sobble is better than Blastoise because Blastoise is a bit tanky. Now, as far as for the raids, how it goes, for the raids, we have Zamazenta, Giratina is back, and Darkrai. Please don't spend money on Darkrai because this Pokemon is the most useless Pokemon. It's supposed to be the strongest dark raid attacker. The problem with it is that it's so frail, it's so glassy that it doesn't last long. It only throws one charge move and then it's dead. So that's why I'm always, you know, like I do have a hundo, by the way, and I have like 398, which is 15, 15, 14. I've never maxed out any because back when it was level 40, I took one into level 40. And it just doesn't last in raid. It doesn't last in Go Battle League. It doesn't have a use. I would much rather have a Yveltal. Yveltal is just straight better, to be honest. It's much tankier and it can stay longer in the fight. As far as Giratina is still the best. It's no longer the best ghost attacker because now we have Necrozma, Duskmane. Sorry, Downwing. Downwing is straight better. But if you don't have a Downwing, if you are someone like me who has done 500 Giratina raids and still no hundo, yeah, I will be doing some here because I still don't have a hundo. Zamazenta is not the most interesting one, but hey, it's a new shiny. You can just get yourself a shiny and call it a day. If you need a hundo, well, it's back. That's all I can say. Usually, like, I get the hundos of Pokemons that I don't want. As an example, I'm expecting myself to get a hundo here. That's how the game works for me. How does the game work for you, by the way? If this is the first time you're watching this stream, this channel, make sure to subscribe, by the way. It's free. Now, for the Mega Raids, Mega Blaziken. As far as Mega goes, I make sure to have 300 Mega Energy. And then after that, I can just get them by making them my body and walk them with me, and they will get the Mega Energy. Sableye is one of my favorite Pokemons in the entire game. And in fact, you could see it in the... one second, let me see it. I actually have it in the background. On most of my layouts. It's one of my favorites, and I would like to do more, okay? This thing is just so sick of a Pokemon, and I love that. I love Mega Sableye. Mega Bennett is one of the cool ones as well, so make sure to have one. Because it does help you out to do, like, especially whenever you run a raid, you just have, like, let's say few people and you want to boost the shadow damage, the ghost damage, you can just use a Mega Bennett and it will boost the entire team's damage and the raid as long as the Bennett is alive. The problem is it's so glassy as well, similar to Darkrai. Now, as far as shadow raids, Shadow Entei will appear in shadow raids during a weekend in October. This is kind of a skip for me. I don't care about Shadow Entei. The Pokemon just get power creeped by everything. You could say any fire Pokemon is better than Shadow Entei. It's too expensive to power up and it takes forever. And I don't think it's worth it. If you're going for a hundo, remember that it's 1 in 36 to get a hundo purified, assuming that you can always purify, right? Now, as far as raid hours, we have Zacian, October 2nd, Zamazenta, October 9th. Giratina, we have 2 raid hours for Giratina, so that's kind of a cool. I would rather have 2. This is, if I would have the option to, like, to choose 2 raid hours for these Pokemons, I would choose Giratina. Remember that Zacian has raid hour before October, so this is the 2nd raid hour. So that's cool. Don't skip Zacian. Zacian is the best, is one of the best fairy Pokemons in the game. It doesn't have Geomancy like Xerneas, but hey, it's another one. Okay, it's a harder hitting one, and Zacian is known like it's in PvP. Zacian beats Xerneas. Okay, that's why you need Zacian and Xerneas. Okay, so keep that in mind. Is there anything else? I do believe that there is something else. So Spotlight Hours, Pidove, 2x Candy, Galarian Slowpoke, 2x Candy, 2x XP. So for this Pokemon, I always say this. You can take this Pokemon to Great League. It will be around 1430, 1450 CP. And you need one. So if you don't have one, make sure to grind this Spotlight Hour. It's kind of good in the Halloween... sorry, not the Halloween. What's the name of the Cub? Love Cub. It's usable there. Shroomish, this is the one I'm talking about, and it's 2x the dust. But guess what? Shroomish is one of the Pokemon that give lots of dust, okay? And Shroomish, if we just go to Reddit and look at this page, Shroomish, each catch is 500. Double dust, that's 1000 dust. With a star piece, that's 1500, okay? If you catch a 300, we're talking about 450, okay? 450,000 Stardust in 1 hour. This is the most efficient way to farm Stardust. You guys ask me how. I never miss these Spotlight Hours, okay? So don't miss out on this one. This is the most important thing on October. This is more important than Giratina raid, okay? If you are into dust, if you lack the dust, if you need more dust, don't skip Shroomish October 15th 2x catch Stardust, okay? Don't miss out on this one. Ghastly, whatever. Duskull, well, Duskull, here's the thing. This Pokemon, the evolution of this Pokemon get a buff in this season, where like now Shadow Punch does more damage. So if you are into PvP, you want to have a Duskull for Halloween Cup, for Great League, for Evolution Cup, because the second evolution is one of the best 3 Pokemons in the Evolution Cup. So make sure you do this one as well. This one is very important for PvP. This one is insanely important for PvP because Galarian Slowpoke is a good Pokemon in Halloween. It's a good Pokemon in Psychic Cup, as we saw. It was everywhere. It's good Pokemon in the Love Cup, which always come around the Valentine. So this Pokemon is decent in 3 special cups. This is Pure Dust. This one is good in 2, 3, I think 2, 3, 4 special cups. Litwick, it's up to you. If you want a shiny, you need like a high chance to get one. You play this Spotlight Hour, and you will just hopefully you will get your shiny. If you don't have one, if you have a hundo, if you want to catch 300, maybe trade them with someone to get a good lucky one to max it out to level 50. This is a good chance. October 29, we don't know yet, but usually this Pokemon, that means it's a new Pokemon that we will get, and it will be featured in Spotlight Hour. That's what I'm assuming, okay? Now, to sum up the entire thing, let's go to our friend Galix, the one that makes the best graphics, okay? So, October in Pokemon GO, let's sum it up. September 3, December 3. Oh, I think this is October 3rd, okay? So, okay, never mind. This is from the month. It's still the same. You have Galarian Weezing chance. Try to get Galarian Weezing low CP. Try to get Mr. Rime Evolution, the guy that evolves into Mr. Rime low CP, so you can get one eligible for the Great League. Excadrill, whatever. Scraggy, whatever. This thing is whatever. This thing, whatever. Unless you need a shiny of those, okay? That's the difference. Max, Dynamax. We're getting a new Pokemon. This is what I'm talking about, okay? You guys see? We have a question mark here. That means this is a newly featured Pokemon. So among all these stuff, you can do the water one because it's better than Blastoise, I think. And this guy, if you need a fighter, Phalanx. Raid Hours. Zacian, Zamazenta, 2 Giratinas, Darkrai. Darkrai, you can skip, to be honest. As much as I hate to say this, Darkrai was one of the coolest Pokemons in the anime. With the Dream Eater, most special move. It's so insane. It's so freaking good of a Pokemon. The problem with it's one of those Pokemons that just have no play because of the way the stat formula work in Pokemon Go. As an example, we don't have speed, so any fast Pokemon is basically a useless Pokemon. Like, look at Greninja, look at Charizard. They are just whatever. Okay, they needed a massive buff. Like, Greninja has 2 of the best charge moves in the game and still barely has a play. Because most of its strengths come from speed, and we don't have speed in this game. So that is their advantage doesn't exist. Mega Raids, Blaziken, Sableye, Bennett, Spotlight Hour. Do not miss out on those two. Oh wait, those are 3 in 1. Oh, it makes sense. I'm like, why do we have so many? I'm like, I'm sure the week is only 4 weeks. Oh, those 3 are the same one. Okay, that's why I check always. I double check the graphics from our friend Galix. And this is going to be the same Pokemon that's here, I'm assuming. And remember, Galarian birds are back, okay, as a shiny form. Not back, okay. We will get the debut of Galarian birds shiny, which you don't need to use a Master Ball. Remember that, October 4th until October 11th. So make sure you use your daily incense here. And if you use your daily incense, make sure you go to your bulk Dialga origin with Roar of Time. If you don't have one, go trade. Doesn't have to be a lucky, a shitty one, a bad IV one, because it has the feature where it will extend the duration of the adventure sense by 6 minutes every time you use 5,000 dust and a bunch of candies. So if you don't have one, go get yourself a Dialga origin with Roar of Time. That will have the feature which will allow you to extend the duration of the adventure incense. Okay, it's a window of 7 days, so you need to get all of those 3 as shiny. Okay, remember that we have a community day for Sweedle. Not the most interesting one, but it's a cool Pokemon to have. Okay, it's not bad, by the way. It's cool to have, so make sure you get yourself one. Magnetic study on this. I don't know what that means. Research day. We have a research day October 19th. Halloween part 1. I always say this. Okay, in this game, you can skip every event in the entire year, throughout the entire year, but never skip Halloween events. Why? Halloween events are the best events in the game because you will get yourself a bunch of good ghosts, good darks, good poison darks. Those Pokemon are truly one of the best 3 types. 2 types in the entire PvP. If you are into PvP, those are insane. Not just that, you will get yourself some cool dark attack or ghost attack raiders as well. So the Halloween events for grinding is one of the best events. Okay, we have 3 good events throughout the entire year. Number 1 is Go Fest. Okay, number 2 is the Toad event, like Huen Toad, Senator. Number 3 is Halloween. Okay, number 4 is the end of the year community day, which is arguably, if you play the community days, you don't need to play it. If you don't, you need to play it. Those are like the most important for events throughout the year. So I tried to keep it a short video, but I think there was lots of stuff to talk about. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, thank you so much for watching. That's what I meant to say. And I'll see you all in the next video.